Good morning. I'm sorry for the delay right there, but it's been, I'm tired. Anyway, here's the first report from Camp Colon. Last night was a Wednesday night show. We had a wonderful time. And let me tell you who all was on the show last night as I go to my notes in the program. Last night was Gordon Miller. David Oliver was the master of ceremonies for the evening. Did a fabulous job. David, I've got to know David over the last few years, and really cool guy, and all the powers above, whatever they be, God, Goddess, however, have treated us well to let us have a wonderful friend like that, be able to get a double lung transfer and go on and be with us. Joni Spina, those of you who know Joni, a little aside here, is in dire need of some transplants as well. And if any of you can help in any way or send prayers, whatever, please do so. She's a grand lady and she deserves anything she can get. Okay, Gordon Miller did the standard opening, a little out of order, but that's okay. John Sterlini hadn't been on the show in, gosh, 7 or 8 years, maybe longer. Did a very nice job, manipulation, a little bit of everything. Clever use of an e-cigarette. What a nice way to have a cigarette and not bother smoking. That was pretty cool. Alex Boyce did some dub work, a little bit of everything. Clever young man, very clever. Quite an enjoyable act. Great way to start a show. He was very cool. John Jansky, I don't know if you've ever heard of him or not, but he does speed painting. And he involved speed painting with a prediction, kind of a mentalism type effect, and was incredible. And did a beautiful portrait of Harry Blackstone Jr. in just minutes, and did it upside down, which was very, very hip. Upside down, and it's a beautiful thing. It's going to get auctioned off, I believe, sometime during the week. And gosh, I'd love to have that painting. Our buddy Jeff Hobson was on last night, and Jeff's always on top of his game. I love the guy to death. I've seen him since he was a young man in the contests. And he never fails to entertain. He's one of the funniest and finest entertainers out there. Closing the show last night was Dan Sperry. Now, let me tell you about Dan. Dan, I had not seen in some years. Dan's been around for a long time. I mean, despite his youth, he's been around for a long time, and he's done a wonderful job, always known for his dove work, but now it goes beyond his dove work in anything he's ever done. I enjoyed the crap out of him. Very, very goth, but tremendous performance. You would have loved it. You have to do yourself the favor of making sure that you see Dan if ever you get a chance. He's grown up into his character that he does on stage. There's no way I can describe it and do it any justice, but he kicked ass. He did, pure and simple. He kicked ass. So it was a great show. The opening night show, you couldn't have asked for anything better. Good crowd at Abbott's. Wednesday night isn't always a full night at the high school, but it was pretty close to full last night. It really, really was. I work with an incredible stage crew. I really do. Mark Holstein is the manager, the stage director, etc. And Wednesday night we're always the Bill Schmitak stage crew, out of tradition and dedication to Bill. But what a great bunch of guys to work with. Beth Bergeron once gave me the highest compliment that I think I'd ever heard. Is he said that if the magic conventions that take place throughout the United States had any brains at all, they would hire us to come in and do all of the shows. And pretty high praise for somebody like Beth Bergeron, let's be honest about it. Excuse me just a minute. This is the first cup of coffee today. I slept in. So anyway, Wednesday night show, wonderful. Great to see so many good friends. Ali only has a book out now about the cemetery and who is buried in what my friend Howard Flint used to refer to as the Elephant's Graveyard. But some nice little inside stories about it, and I gave him a couple of inside stories for the next edition of the book. So it was a grand night, a grand start. I'm so happy to be up here. My friend Karen Bruner allows me to stay at her house, and I get a lot of rest up here. I do, and I needed a lot of rest, and so it's been wonderful. Like I say, right now it's a little after 10 o'clock, and I'm still walking around in my jammy pants. So that's about it for today. I will naturally keep you all informed of tonight's show, but I didn't do it last night because, doggone it, I got in and I was too doggone tired. I went to bed. But an old man can do that. Oh, here's a funny aside. David Seabach has a little night before kind of get-together over at his house. Nothing really official, you know. He calls some friends up, and we all kind of go over there and drink his pop and his booze, and eat some snacks. Great fun. One thing I noticed is during the night, as I was sitting there having a Coca-Cola, there were people coming up and standing next to me getting their pictures taken. And I suddenly realized, this is what they do when somebody's really, really old. I mean, come on, guys. I'm not going to be 67 till the 20th of this month. I'm not that old. But it was amusing. I found it amusing at any rate. And I looked around, and I think as far as that night was concerned, I was probably the only oldest person there. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind being old, you know. There's the whole thing. Birthday, dead. I'm going for the birthdays. That's my philosophy. So anyway, peace and love to everyone out there. It's a wonderful year here at Abbott's. All my very, very biggest admiration goes to Greg and Debbie Bordner. They're fantastic people. They put on a fantastic week. This is the only magic convention I make sure I always go to, and not just because I'm on the stage crew. If I wasn't on the stage crew, I'd still be here. So it's a wonderful time. Gosh, I'm about to get emotional. I shall stop. So I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to put this out there on YouTube and Facebook, and hope you all get a chance to see it. And stay tuned for more updates from Colon, Michigan.